Hello and thanks for joining us for the program this week. Welcome to Take Two as we reflect over the past week of racing on our New South Wales provincial and country tracks. And over the course of the next half hour, there's plenty to get through.
Take two time. Racing was at Wellington this Monday, the 31st of March. Of course, we had feature racing today. It was Wellington Boot Day along with the Wellington Town Plate and Wellington Cup. There was plenty of quality horses going around, and Ben and I picked out a couple of horses that we think might be worth following over the coming weeks. You found a horse in race number 4.
Yeah, I did, Mick, a mare by the name of Rich Street. She was getting out to the 1700 metres here today off the back of a win over the mile at Canamble last time out. She drew well, but she just got shuffled back. I thought she hit the line really well. Ultimately, she finishes third.
300 to go. Peruna getting another go on the outside. Then Mrs. Bull, Shan, a narrow leader, To Be Frank. Peruna out wide, Manor Road running home fairly well. And Mrs. Bull's right through on the inside. And Order of Merit is bursting through now. Order of Merit went up with Peruna on the outside. Order of Merit just in front. Peruna comes at it. I reckon Peruna over Order of Merit and Rich Street out wide.
Well, she just had no luck at all, really. She went searching for a run approaching the turn, got shunted wide, and although she did a fantastic job to get as close as she did on the line, Mick Lund's got her absolutely flying at the moment, and I think wherever he sends her next time, whether it's over the 1600 metres or maybe even a smidge more again, she'll be very, very hard to beat. Your horse to follow came up out of the Town Plate?
Yeah, exactly right. I want to stick with the Hanger Cat, who was only second up from a spell today. The one thing we know about this horse is he's a real winner. Things didn't really pan out for him today. He had to sort of wait for a run. He was diving between horses late. I like the way he found the line.
They pack right up as they race towards the home turn. Brogan's Creek is tackled now by Two You Got, who raced up. Wilbury is running home all right, standing bare along the rails. Two You Got might have got the lead now at Brogan's Creek. Stratified's coming home well and getting a run through the Hanger Cat. Two You Got, the Hanger Cat's after it. But Two You Got beat the Hanger Cat.
In the end, it was the stablemate to Two You Got who proved too speedy on the day. But I just think next time round, the Hanger Cat, third run back from a spell, is going to be very hard to beat in whatever he lines up in. So my horse to follow out of this Wellington race meeting is the Hanger Cat.
And my horse to follow, Rich Street.
Racing at Newcastle on Tuesday, the 1st of April. We had overcast conditions throughout the day, a few showers, but the track played quite nicely right the way through the card. My two horses to follow out of the meeting here today, the first of those comes out of race number 1. It was Oakfield Mars. This filly was having her first day at the races. She was debuting at 900 metres. Unfortunately, she never gets a chance to touch the bridle. She's in the green colours.
Coming towards the 250, Beau Bandit is the challenger. They're 2.5 in front of Oakfield Mars, who's trying to pick up. Then the way ahead, Castaway Coral, but Beau Bandit ran to the lead at the 100. Going to second is Oakfield Mars, trying to pick up this leader. Beau Bandit in front. Oakfield Mars closing off, but Beau Bandit gets in. Beau Bandit over Oakfield Mars.
She was a beautiful filly to look at physically. She had a lovely nature. I just think she found the 900 metres a fraction sharp, and the eventual winner was just wandering all over the place over the final stages, but loved the way she attacked the line late, and I'm looking forward to seeing when she steps out over a little bit further. The other horse to follow out of the meeting today comes out of race number 3. It was by the name of Hamden. He's an imported galloper. He was having his third Australian start here today. He said it was midfield the fence. He's in the navy and yellow colours.
Coming to the bend, Stormbringer under pressure. Rock All Night immediately goes to it. Tommy Thug working down the outside with Always Right as they run to the 300. Hampton gets a run nearer the inside. 250 left to go now, and Always Right strode to the lead over Tommy Thug. Hampton gets a split, gives chase to this leader now. Then El Paso down the outside. Always Right as the leader. Hampton trying to wear it back on the inside. It's Always Right in front. Hampton making a lunge as they dive at the line. Always Right in those, Hampton.
Unfortunately, he just wasn't able to get the momentum when he really needed it. The winner was just off and gone out the outside, but loved the way he continued to find the line. He's acclimatising nice now here in Australia, and I don't think he's going to be far off winning a race. The two horses to follow out of the meeting here today at Newcastle are Hamden and Oakfield Mars.
Take two time racing was at Wyong this Thursday, the 3rd of April. We had a bumper 9-race card and the sun was shining right throughout the afternoon. We had a nice crowd on deck to witness good competitive racing. I've picked out a couple of horses that I think are worth following, the first of which went around in race number 2 on the card. A first starter that goes by the name of Oakfield Jupiter had trialled really well leading in. In fact, had won all 4 of her trials. Aaron Bullock on board for Damien Lane. Copped a bit of a check on the point of the home corner, but it mattered not.
400 metres to go. He peels now, does Bullock. And Kissavos behind them. Pearl de Chocolat, Lady Pankhurst. Oakfield Jupiter, a line of 3 into the straight. Oakfield Jupiter just a bit green there. Brush with Lady Pankhurst. But she surges up on the outside to join them. It's Oakfield Jupiter hitting the lead, drawing away from Lady Pankhurst. Oakfield Jupiter's that bit too good. Oakfield Jupiter has beaten Lady Pankhurst.
Really love the way she lengthened stride there over the concluding stages. She opens up with a win, and I think there are plenty more victories to come. The next horse I want to follow went around in race number 3 on the card, Satin Sparkle. This 3-year-old filly by Zoostar out of Satin Shoes. Certainly very well bred, trained by Chris Waller. She went for a break after failing in her only run last preparation. Covered plenty of ground today, but kept finding the line.
Coming to the turn, led from Dial of Destiny in the straight. Cut on a hot tin roof, Satin Sparkle. It's Reducio in front, a length and a half from a wall of horses. Satin Sparkle, Tiamo Tanto getting through late. Reducio in front. Tiamo Tanto's coming with Satin Sparkle, but Reducio, the ride wins it. He rolled forward at the right time there. Reducio wins from a photo. Satin Sparkle.
Favourite Reducio was just a little bit too strong over the concluding stages, but I thought it was a brave effort from Satin Sparkle to get into second spot. I think if she can improve off of that run, she's going to be very hard to beat wherever she turns up next. So the 2 horses to follow out of this Wyong meeting this Thursday, the 3rd of April, Oakfield Jupiter and Satin Sparkle.
Racing this Friday came out of the Sapphire Coast, where we raced on a heavy 9 surface off the back of some pretty heavy rain the night prior. I was anticipating hopefully to have a bit of an upgrade throughout the day, but the jockeys were of the opinion that it was quite heavy, and we certainly saw that throughout the day. So we were looking for horses that were getting up on the speed and getting through the wet ground, and we did see a couple of impressive winners, which I will highlight one of them soon. But the other horse I do want to highlight to follow out of this meeting is a horse called Star Bling. Now, she was having her first up effort and first run with Nick Olive. She was formerly with Lou Mary up north in New South Wales, where she was very consistent and her runs were all quite good. She was a mare that typically got back a bit and always found the line strongly, which was against the pattern of the day today. But she ended up in quite an okay spot, about 3 pairs back, and wasn't able to reel in the leader, Vegas Dream, who brought pretty good provincial form, but I thought stuck on really well to run second. We'll take a look at her now in the Nick Olive colours.
Past the 600, and Vegas Dreams had it pretty cheaply through the middle stages. Leads the way Geo Storm. Fantini's out there 3 wide. Varia and Snowy on the back of the leaders, and then Star Bling, Vintage Barossa and Sassy Missile. 300 to go. Vegas Dream with a kick. Got rid of Geo Storm. Then Varia, Snowy and Fantini and Star Bling threading its way through the field. 200 to go. Vegas Dream 2 in front. Star Bling might be the danger. Vegas Dream a length and a half to Star Bling. Vegas Dream from Star Bling. Vegas Dream doing enough. Vegas Dream beats Star Bling.
I like the way she found the line there, and I think getting onto a better surface and perhaps even out over a bit further, we can see her win a race quite quickly with Nick Olive. We have seen him in recent times have a bit of luck with some tried horses, and I think she might be another one. The other horse that I wanted to follow out of this meeting is a horse that's a pretty obvious one. It was certainly our most impressive winner of the day, and her name is Sacred Mistress for the Luke Pepper stable. She was bringing picnic form and did find, it must be said, a pretty weak tab race to a tap today, which did see her go around as favourite, but she's just getting more and more confidence out of her racing and her wins, and we'll have a look at her draw. Well clear to win by about 8.5 lengths today.
Sacred Mistress starts to creep up 3 wide on the home turn. Hot Conquest is trying to hold its back. Machination getting off the inside from Global Deal. The others can't win. They're on the turn. Sacred Mistress went early, hit the front, the favourite, dashed away at the top of the straight. straight, put up 2.5 lengths, giving chase Machination. Then came Burrower, Aqua Tempo, nothing running on. Sacred Mistress, off and gone. This will be a gap job. She's 6 in front. She's not slowing down. She's got a tail high in the air after 3 wins at the picnics and the non-tabs. And look at her go. She walks in by 8. Sacred Mistress bolts in.
It's our most impressive win of the day. She sat just behind the speed. Brodie took off at the right time and they just couldn't get near her. As I made mention of, it was certainly a race, if not a whole lot of depth, it must be said. But the way she keeps going about her racing and aiming up, I think we can follow her with a bit of confidence, particularly as we start finding a few more heavy tracks. So my 2 Take 2 horses to take out of today is Star Bling and Sacred Mistress.
Take 2 from Hawkesbury on Saturday the 5th of April. Races 1 and 2. I should have done it earlier in the day. I reckon we can follow these 2 with confidence. The first is Maid of Moolah from the Peter Snowden stable, a 3-year-old filly on debut. I thought she was outstanding. She just jumps well. She gets shuffled back a little bit. You keep an eye on her. She's in the black colours. She gets to the outside. And that last 100 metres, she doesn't gun down the winner, Nymphodoria, but I thought her effort was outstanding. You follow up Maid of Mueller.
Up towards the 500 metres, and it held out Mother Goose, trapped out 3 wide as Black Wind. Skiding is even deeper. The inside Nymphodora saving ground, followed by Maid of Moolah. Gunroom's been shuffled back to 3rd last now from Garinian Rye, and Dubai Darling back at the tail. Around the bend, the leader is Noble Ruby. Coming after it on the outside, Mother Goose. They get away over Nymphodora in 3rd spot. Maid of Moolah trying to work home. Gunroom is the widest runner. Mother Goose got to the lead inside the 200 metres over Noble Ruby. Nymphodora not going away. Maid of Moolah starting to lengthen. Mother Goose, Nymphodora, Maid of Moolah, Nymphodora over Maid of Moolah.
Yeah, you mark her down. She's going to win more races, and Peter Snowden will find a nice one for her next time out. The next one I want you to follow is Kite Surfing. She's in the black with a kind of a pink lightning bolt. She was on debut, a little 2-year-old filly from the Kieran Mars stable. She looked very new, and she's only coming here off 1 trial. She gets out, she hits the line good. Anna Roper's on board. You follow her? Kite Surfing.
Round the bend, it's Impact Zone in front. Step Quick the outside. There's plenty of room for Outback Strike to get through on the inner. Matima is starting to close off down the centre of the track. Restimo gets an inside run. Plenty of chances. Impact Zone is the leader. Matima coming after it. Step Quick. Restimo still there. It is Impact Zone in front. Matima coming at it. Matima going to Impact Zone. Matima the outside. Impact Zone. Maybe Matima got the bob in over Impact Zone. Not much in it. It is a bob of the head. Restimo, Step Quick and Kite Surfer.
I think you can follow all 3 from race number 2 on the card, but the one I'm going to mark down is Kite Surfing. So the 2 horses from Hawkesbury, from the Peter Snowden stable, Maid of Moolah. She was on debut. She was very good running 2nd, and Kite Surfing from Kieran Mars yard running 3rd.
It's been a fantastic day here at Gundagai, with the Gundagai Cup being just the most wonderful feature. Starbuyer took that out. Kayla, there have been some amazing wins. There's also been a couple that we should probably keep in the black book.
Yeah, that's exactly right. One I have found was from earlier in the day. It's horse first up, still a maiden, called Isagura. Also worth taking note of the winner, Sheridan Street, who was on debut for Dougie Gold. Showed a great deal of speed to be able to lead. I was expecting it to tire, but it proved too strong. But I liked the run in defeat of Isagura. We spoke to Paddy Murphy prior to the race, who was of the opinion that whatever he did today, he would improve off. And I think he's on track to be able to win a race quickly this preparation. We'll take a look at him now.
3.50 to go from Isagura. They're followed by We Shall Overcome, Just Be Trying, Fruit of Divine, and Broken Image held up for a run from Stars Are Born, but Sheridan Street went for home. Isagura pops out from We Shall Overcome, and then Stars Are Born, followed by Just Be Trying. It's Sheridan Street giving plenty from Isagura. Sheridan Street and Isagura. Sheridan Street on debut, a fantastic win. Sheridan Street beat Isagura.
Yeah, I liked the run of Isagura, and I think that the winner's also a horse to follow. I thought that was an excellent debut, and he was certainly entitled to tire Sheridan Street after doing a bit of work. But as I said, I think Isagura was good in defeat, and we can follow him closely this preparation. I think he'll be winning the race quickly.
All right, that's one for the black book. I know you got another up your sleeve for us, so who is it?
Yeah, I liked the run of Miss Mickey Isle. Now, she brings a little bit more exposed form than typically the horses we find on Take 2. She's a horse that we usually see race to a top. She's very fast, and she's proven a little bit one-dimensional in the past, and it always sees her a little bit vulnerable late. Today was her first run with top Todd Smart. She was formerly trained by Darryl Burnett. Brodie Loy took the reins and wrestled her a little bit early to try and get her to settle, and I think that might be the key to her, because she actually found the line quite well behind another pretty handy horse in One Hard Lady. We'll take a look at them now.
They straighten up. One Hard Lady, the short price favourite, goes up to Taylor and Asia Pan. Miss Mickey Isles running home well, and then comes Spirit Lake, but it's One Hard Lady and Taylor from Asia Pan, and One Hard Lady's too good. One Hard Lady has won it from Miss Mickey Isle.
I think I've come up with 4 Take 2 horses to follow. The winners of both races that I've highlighted and the runners-up. I like to run a Miss Mickey Isle. As I said, I think the fact that she's shown that she can relax a little bit and find the line a bit better behind what looks to be a pretty smart horse makes her a nice horse to follow.
Yeah, you found a couple of good ones for us punters. Make sure you pop them in your black book. That's it from Gundagai.
Armidale racing on Sunday the 6th of April. We had beautiful conditions for this time of year. The sun was out. We started on a heavy 10. We were upgraded to a heavy 9. It looked like there was pretty testing conditions out there. A few of these horses were really struggling in the ground, but we got through the day, which is all that matters at this point in time.
Absolutely. The club's done a great job, really, but the track was just waterlogged, I'd say. As you said, testing conditions, but we found a couple that are worthwhile following. You like one in race 4.
It was Snatch Riley. Now he's only having his 3rd run for Wayne Brown. He settled on speed. He had to absorb pressure in the middle stages, and he did have to carry the big weight, but I thought he fought on bravely.
Around the home turn to the 200, Snatch Riley in front, leads a length and a half. Almost maybe is having another crack. Bakita is bullocking into the clear. It's Snatch Riley in front, Bakita on the outside, finishing all over the top of it. Bakita puts the neck in front. Bakita, a half length Snatch Riley.
Yeah, just beaten in the shadows of the post. I think the winner only carried about 55 and a half, where he had to carry the 61. So he was a bit of a sitting duck, but I'm sure that Wayne will find a suitable race for him and win one with him very shortly.
Yeah, he's knocking at the door. That's 3 good runs in a row now, so I think you're on the right page there. I like one out of race 5. It's a Written. She was first up today. She drew the outside gate. She went back from there. Look at her storm home late to finish 2nd in the orange and blue.
Around the home turn, on the inside, I Know You, joined by Woku, who gets the neck in front of Toka, is on the outside from Reluctant Diva. Woku joined by a Toka. It's a Written is working home well on the outside as a Toka race to the front. A little bit Irish back to the inside. A Toka in front over Woku. It's a Written late, but a Toka just beat It's a Written.
I thought she'd done a great job, really. She would have had a bit of improvement to come. She's done a good job on a testing track first up into the preparation. I don't think it was a maiden full of depth, but I think if she can find a similar grade race, she's knocking at the doors. So It's a Written and Snatch Riley are the 2 horses coming out of Armidale.
Hope you enjoyed the program this week, and we look forward to doing it all again next time around, and hope we have the pleasure of your company then. Bye for now.